advanced mindset strategies to direct your thoughts in the moment. If you've been around the manifestation and personal development block for while, you know that you have to have clarity around what you want, clarity around how you want to feel, and then you have to be the version of who it is you are now allowing yourself to be. For example, if you want more money, you lean into the feelings that you will have when you finally have exactly what you want. So, say if it's $1 million or $100,000 just chilling in your bank, how are you going to feel? You're going to feel good. You're going to feel excited. You're going to feel freedom. At least that's how I feel. But then when you try to focus on those feelings during the day, or especially when you're being triggered, that is when we are really strengthening our manifestation embodiment skills. Because that's when you are actually changing your programming. You're changing your programming from one pattern to another. And this can feel really uncomfortable because you're using your consciousness to shift into that new state, into that new vibration. What you may notice, which is what I've noticed and what a lot of my clients have noticed, when you're focusing on what you're trying to create, that's something new and different, and you're becoming consciously aware of the fact that you have been thinking about actually what you don't want, you start to notice that it's sometimes really hard to control your thoughts because maybe your thoughts keep going and spiraling into the territory of what you don't want. And then you manifest something that you don't want in your life. It also provides contrast to life. So it could also just be viewed as part of life and just something to be looked at. But in any case, if you want to start to train your mind and start to train your thoughts to focus on what it is that you want to create in your life. So if it's money, more money, instead of thinking, I don't have enough money, you're moment by moment changing your thoughts to, I have more than enough. More than enough money comes into my life each and every single moment. Or if it's love, I have that amazing, wonderful, incredible love. It is so exciting and adventurous, or insert whatever it is that you want to create in your life because you can create whatever you want. Here are some advanced strategies to help you refocus on your desired outcome. And again, these are strategies that are going to help you in the moment. If you feel like you are completely spiraled out, that you cannot control your thoughts at all, don't try to. This is the first big important tip. Do not try to change or wrestle with your thoughts in that moment if you just cannot seem to do that. It's better to just leave it alone and focus your attention on something else. So you could take a nap, you could go call a friend, you could pet your dog, you can go on a run, you can go on a walk, you can clean your room, you can do something to occupy your mind so that you're not even focusing on that. Because if you put your attention on that negativity or that thought that's coming up that's trying to derail you, you're going to get emotionally involved in it, usually, and then that's going to lead you down more spiraling. So ignore, occupy yourself with something else is basically the name of the game with this very important, very powerful strategy. So the second thing you can do, and this is something that I've been playing around with that I really seem to enjoy doing lately, so I thought I would share this. When you're thinking about the subject that you're trying to create in your life, so maybe it's more money or maybe it's a significant person or something like that, you will sometimes notice that negative thoughts pop up and they just come out of nowhere. And, it's just an old pattern that you are basically reprogramming in your mind. So when that comes up, what you can imagine is imagine that phrase or that word or whatever thought you're thinking come up, and just swipe to the left. Yeah. And bring up a new thought that you would prefer to think. What do you actually want to create in that moment? So it's just interesting. You can start to see your thoughts pop up, and you can start to see what kind of thoughts are popping up for you. And you could just say, oh, that's not relevant to me, and swipe it away. And then focus on what is relevant to you right now. What are you trying to create in your life? That is a visual tool that then you can use as you're training and reprogramming your mind in that moment to moment point. So the third thing is, and there's so many different tools that you can use. So if none of these work, you can figure out what is the best way for you. So you're manifesting and you're creating your life all the time through the thoughts that you think. So how do you typically visualize your life as it is now? Do you imagine scenes in your head? Do you imagine sounds? Do you imagine feeling a certain way? So just pay attention to how you normally create your life. And then all you're doing is tweaking the content of what you're focusing on to something that's aligned to what you want to create in your life. So this brings me to the third technique, which is super helpful and really valuable. And this is the what if technique. So imagine somebody offered you whatever it is that you wanted, $1 million, $10 million. And they said your job was to embody this character. And you got the script of the character, and you're noticing that the character has everything that you want in your life, right? Has the body that you want, has the money, the relationship, everything, the energy, and your only job, and you're going to get paid massively for this, and you're going to have all expenses paid trip to wherever it is that you want. Your only job is to be in that character, basically become that character. And you notice that as you're writing this character, as you're writing this script, this character has certain thoughts and beliefs and preferences and ideas. And you are embodying, you're becoming, you have become that character. And you have to think like that character. It's like method acting. I'm not an actress, but I imagine that this is how actors can get into character, right? They really think through, what is this character feeling, thinking, doing? And if you're an actor, definitely add some tips down in the comments below so we can learn more and share together. And so then you say, what if? What if I was this character? What would I be thinking? What would I be doing? What would I be saying? What would I be creating? What would I be involved in? What would matter to me? What wouldn't matter to me? And then you're really consuming yourself with this character. And if something comes up in your life that's not relevant to your character, is going to know what to do. You're going to know what to do, and you're going to know what action to take. And pretty soon you'll be living that life of that character that you wrote. That's an exercise you can do. As a bonus tip, you can write out that character now. What is that character doing in his or her life? Where is she going? Who is she hanging out with? What is she thinking? What is she saying? What is she embodying? And if you are having trouble knowing how to embody that version of that character, pretend you're the director and give your character, your actor, some tips on how to embody that version of that character. As always, if you need help with this, we have amazing courses that will be rolling out. They will be linked down in the description box below. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing so we can get this information out to more light makers so that I can know what's valuable to you and so that we can continue to create the life that we want together and the reality that we want together. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be a part of this journey with you. And I honestly cannot wait to see what you will create. So definitely stay tuned for the next video because you are going to love it.